Hello, everyone. My name is Jenny. I am on the eternal diet of life. No, that's not true. That is not true. Because if for the past 6 weeks I had been on a diet, I wouldn't need to be dieting now, right? I could just change my lifestyle. That's ideal. That's what we should be doing. This channel is about my life. And I am not a medical professional, a dietitian, a doctor, or anything of that sort. That being said, I could probably tell you everything that they would tell you because I know what I should do. It's just, what do I do? I find myself in predicaments in life, and then I need to do something serious to reverse it. And then I try, after I lose the weight that I want to maintain. And that's where the struggle bus comes into play. And eventually it kind of go back up. The worst of it was after the holidays this year, between November and December. November and December was an epic fail. And I've said epic fail in the past, but I'm talking epic fail. I got myself to weight that I hadn't been in between 15 and 20 years. Yeah. Right after my third pregnancy. That's the weight I was. So we're talking right when you get home. So, you still have all that water, you still have all the edema, you still nothing's moved back into place, the extra fat that you've kind of gained during that carrying of the baby. Yeah, that's the weight that I was. So here we go. Today's going to be a simple video about where I purchase my sublingual drops for hCG. Prior to that, let's do numbers. So today is day number 9, and I'm going to be cognizant about trying to look more at the camera. Not very good at just staring at a little dot in front of me, but I'm going to try now because I was doing something on YouTube yesterday and my video popped up on the side, like I want to watch my own video, but I clicked on it anyway just to make sure sound was okay and all that, and I'm watching it, and I noticed that I am very poor at making eye contact with nobody. I feel like I'm just talking and just having a conversation and I'm looking around like this. So I'm going to try to be better about that. And I apologize that I was so inattentive to you in the past. So here we are on day 9. I'm being very cognizant about what day it is too. I seem to be very confused about that on a daily basis. We are talking about day 9. And I know that because the picture is going to say day 9. Although I'm going to talk about what I ate on day 8. This is where I get confused. Anyway, day 9 weigh-in was 166.3, and that was a loss of 1.5 pounds exactly. That is good. It made me very happy today. Because I have to tell you, when I got on the scale, I wasn't really excited. I was nervous. I don't know why I was nervous, but I was nervous. I think it's because of those 2 days, that 1 day of weight gain and then the 1 day of a stall that I had, which I couldn't understand at all. I really was convinced the scale was going to go down those days. And I think that I now have PTSD when it relates to getting on the scale in hCG, because I am so programmed and used to seeing the scale go down unless I specifically know I did something poor in my eating. But when I didn't, that was just, it kind of freaked me out. So what I did was 2 things actually at the same time. So I can't tell you exactly which is the one, or maybe it's a combination of both. But I did reduce the amount of hCG I was taking because I was finding that I was a little extra hungry. And one of the signs of hunger is you're not eating enough food, or you're not taking the proper dosage of hCG. It could be too much, it could be too little, and they say frequently it's too much. So I did reduce the amount of hCG I was putting into my body. I think I was definitely taking too much. The drops I take on this bottle, it says take 10 drops. It also says on the flyer that comes with it that this will be a 21-day diet. You really need to take about 20 drops for this to be gone in 21 days. So I was doing 20 drops 3 times a day, because it does say to do it 3 times a day as well. And I think that's what it was, because last diet, I really did only take it twice a day. I think I was just kind of busy. I didn't really have a whole lot of, philosophy behind it, but I remember thinking, well, because it does last longer, if I take less, I can stay on it I can do longer than the 21-day cycle, or I can use it towards my next cycle. So I believe that is where my philosophy and my brain space was at the time. But nevertheless, this time I'm like, I'm going to do it to the letter of the law. And I don't think it worked for me. So that helped. At the same time, I didn't have any dressing on my salad as I normally do. That is the only extra thing, extra fats in that. I don't think that was what was causing it, to be honest with you. I honestly believe it was the drops that I was taking, because I put a little salad dressing on my salad all through the last 2 rounds, all the way through. And the one round was 6 weeks. The other one may have been 6 weeks. Well, one of them was 3. I had a 3-week and a 6-week round, very close to each other, like a 3-week break in between. Both of those, I had salad like almost every day with some salad dressing on it. Not a problem. The weight came off. So I don't think that was it. And I find myself needing a snack at another point of the day these past couple days. And I've been taking a handful of peanuts are a high fat content food. It's not something you're supposed to be having on this diet. I do it because I can't really find a protein that's low fat, and I don't feel like eating vegetables. It's just not going to satiate myself. I found myself yesterday morning. I took my drops in the morning. I woke up, took my drops. I was good. I was fine. I finished this video, I uploaded it, I exercised for an hour, and I just didn't feel great. Like I didn't have a whole lot of energy. I kind of felt like I just wanted to lay down, but I really wasn't tired, and I'm like, kind of like you're sick, but I knew I wasn't sick and I wasn't getting sick. And I'm like, I think this is just kind of a weird fatigue I feel on my body. I think I need some actual food. I took a handful of peanuts and I was fine. So I feel like my body was needing more protein than it was getting. And that satiated the protein. So we're talking about what foods did I eat yesterday. I had a small handful of peanuts. I counted them up. I think I counted 20 full peanuts when I put them all together. It was just like, I just do a little scoop with my hand. So less than 1/4 of a cup. Just a little scoop, maybe 1/8 of a cup. I don't know if I have an 1/8 of a cup measurement. I should get an 1/8 of a cup measurement, see how many peanuts fit in there. At any rate, they, on the label actually, in terms of looking at nutritional content, have it listed as how many peanuts. One serving is 35 peanuts, and that's like 170 calories, a lot of protein, but more fats too. So I figured like, well, I'm 2/3 of that amount, but that's still, it's higher in calories than most people are going to want to eat, but my one meal a day is not quite 500 calories. So, I mean, actually now it's nowhere near 500 calories because I don't even have any salad dressing on it. I just have the fish and the vegetables. So, for me, in terms of staying within the 500 calories a day, I'm good. I'm probably still under, actually. So again, I did my fish with a lot of garlic powder and Italian seasoning, we'll say, since I don't know exactly which seasoning it is, on top of it. And I did salt my vegetables today. Now I have been, and I don't think this comes into play at all, but rather than just having the vegetables completely plain, because, on a normal day, I'd want some butter on it, I have a 0-calorie butter spray. I don't even know what's in it really. And it doesn't really taste like butter, but it sort of tastes like margarine. But it does give that little extra kind of buttery-ish, margarine-y flavor to the vegetables that, to me, makes them more palatable, and it helps the salt stick to them a little bit, and then they just, to me, taste really good that way. So I have a full plate of mixed vegetables. My plates are about this big. Let's see, if I did it this way, it would be this big. They're square, like this big, and the whole plate is covered with vegetables. I pull them out of the freezer, so I lay a paper towel down first and put all the vegetables on top of it so it can absorb any water that is coming out of them as they're defrosting. And I stick them in the microwave for 2 minutes, mix them up another 2 minutes, and they're nice and popping hot. Pull the paper towel out, spray some butter spray on them, sprinkle some salt, and then take my seasoned fish that I just cooked, which are 2 fillets, and I put them on top of it. I want to say the fish fillets are 90 calories a piece. But I never looked, to be honest with you. I might be thinking of the cod that I had a while ago that was 90. So I will double check on that for you. And that's all I ate, that handful of peanuts and then that fish and vegetables. So, and I felt really good. In fact, yesterday, now that I think about it, yesterday was another day I only had 1 set of dose. I was talking about dosing and that you really should have your 2 doses, but I fell asleep early and I was going to take them before going to sleep. And I thought, I'm going to take a nap because I had classes. I missed a class yesterday. I was a teacher no-show. That's not good. Oh, I'm so upset with myself. I opened up classes for 7:30, 8, and 8:30 at night. My 7:30 class never got booked. Right around 10 minutes to 6, I was really tired. And so I thought, I'm going to set my alarm. I unclicked so that nobody could book this up. Well, no, it was after 6:30. It was like 6:32 because I didn't unclick it. I remember looking at it and thinking nobody can book it because it's within an hour. So it was like 6:32 and I was really tired. I knew nobody could book the 7:30 slot. I didn't have to be up until 8. I set my alarm for 10 minutes to 8 and I laid down and took a nap. I woke up earlier than that time, before my alarm went off. Something made me wake up, and then of course, you do the panic. You don't sleep that soundly when you know you have a class coming up. And I'm like, and I looked at my thing and it said your next class is at 8:30. And I'm like, oh no, did I miss a class? So I was all panicked and I went into my class history and it said that there was a student cancellation for the 8 o'clock class. So I was like, oh good. So I reset, I went into my phone. This is where the mistake happened. I went into my phone to unclick the alarm so it would not go off at 10 minutes to 8. Unclicked it and I clicked on 8:25 because there was already a predetermined time in there from a time before. So I turned on 8:25, put it down, laid back down. Something made me wake up at 8:35. I don't know what it was, but I woke up at 8:35 and I thought, is my class really not until 9 or was it 8:30? I think it was 8:30 and I get up and I go on the computer. I go to log in. If I was working at my VIP kit company, they may not have caught it yet because sometimes they don't catch it in the first. After 3 minutes, you're late. That's it. You're considered a teacher no-show. You don't get paid. You get penalized financially as well as not getting paid for the class. I think it's a $10 fee for not showing up. And it doesn't bode well if you want to get a pay raise. Simply, depending on how many of these happen, if you simply want to get your contract renewed in the next 6 months. So it's not good, not a good thing to happen. I went and it was the company called GoGo Kid, and that one is very strict. And then right at 3 minutes, I think their computer does it, whereas at VIP Kid, I think manually they do it. So sometimes they may be busy and they haven't gotten to you yet. So it was GoGo Kid, and instantly it said teacher no-show. I could not figure out. I go and I look at my clock, my phone. It was still green, saying that there's an alarm at 8:25 p.m. I kept looking at it like, is it a.m.? It was p.m. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Then I did not have my glasses. I don't wear my glasses all the time. These are reading glasses. I use them for, I don't even need them on now because I'm not really reading anything on the screen, but I use them for my teaching online. So I have them by the computer, but I didn't turn them on. Very small underneath where it said 8:30 p.m. It said every Saturday. Why would I ever set an alarm on my phone for every Saturday at 8:30 p.m.? The only thing I could think of is that I wanted to remind myself on Saturday for something to happen some week, months ago maybe. And so I created, rather than, because the notifications don't, it's like a tiny little ding, and you don't even notice it, but an alarm you'll know. So I think what I did is I thought, that Saturday I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to do something. So I clicked on every Saturday and set it, because you can't just say this Saturday. That's not a possibility on the iPhone. to my knowledge. Anyway, I think that's why it was in there. I didn't see the tiny little word that said every Saturday because I never do that. It's either every day of the week or it's just a one-time thing. So that's where I screwed up. I tell you this story for a lesson learned so that you're aware when you're setting your phone, if you're doing the exact same thing, that you don't make that mistake. I never in a million years thought that that's something that could have happened. So yeah, I really didn't work at all last night. I got paid a little bit for the kid that didn't show up, but it was a trial, so it wasn't a full pay. It's only half pay. Made up a little bit for the fee that I'm going to get charged. Yeah, it is what it is. What can you do? All right, let's talk drops. People get drops from all different places. There's homeopathic drops. There's professional grade drops. There's all kinds of options that are out there. I am not a physician again, so I don't want to make strong advice either way. I've heard people say homeopathic is the best way to go. I've heard other people who say that the homeopathic drops didn't work as well for them. I don't know. I have had 0 problems with this and really no side effects. My side effects have been positive, if you will, in terms of kind of mood altering, making me the happy mom. So these say, I'll read it to you, that they are complex diet drops, professional grade, full strength. It's a 20-ounce bottle. It's a hormone. Hormone-free formula. Hormone-free. So you're not actually putting the hormone in your body. I kind of like that. That it's something that synthesizes the hormone, because I don't like the idea of putting the hormone in me. I don't know what it does. Maybe it just triggers the hCG in you. You know, I should know more since I am putting them in my body, right? But the whole ingredient list is on here, so you can read through and see everything that they put in there. The instructions are 10 drops a day, 30 minutes before you eat. Keep them under your tongue for 30 seconds. I keep them under my tongue for at least 5 minutes. I want a full absorption. They're sublingual, meaning under your tongue. And one of the reasons that people make medicines that are sublingual is it is the thinnest area. It's the thinnest membrane that goes right to your blood vessels. So things will absorb underneath your tongue into your bloodstream right away. It's a quick way to get it into your bloodstream as opposed to taking something orally and it going into your stomach and then having for it to make its way out through the system. So short of doing injections, it's the quickest way to get something into your system. So putting it up closer so you can see, the name of the company is Biosource Labs. That's what the bottle looks like. I will put the link down below so you can see where I get them from. Now, the site is listed in such a way that they don't really give you the option of buying just one bottle. You have to buy one bottle and get one bottle for free. So it is $70 for 2 bottles. Now, if you want to buy 2 bottles and get 2 bottles for free, you'll save 21% off of all of them. So it's it's what, $35 a bottle if you buy 2. It is less than $25 a bottle. It's more like $24 a bottle if you get 4. And then it continues to go up. You can buy 3 bottles and get 3 bottles for free. That is a savings of 23%, not that much more than the 21%. But if you buy 4 bottles and got 4 bottles for free, you would save 33%. So that is kind of your best deal. It does say that they last for 3 years on there. So have a 3-year shelf life in terms of, clearly you're not going to be using that many bottles right away. I did buy 2, get 2 the first time, and then I had my sister was doing it as well. So I gave 1 bottle to her and somebody else was doing it, and then I kept 2 for myself. And so that's a suggestion, possibly, that you might want to do. All right. I don't think there's anything else I need to say about them. I think that's all I'm going to talk about today is what I got and where I got them. I'm very happy with them. I know they work. I can tell if I haven't taken them and then I take them, how my hunger cravings completely subside. And I am not hungry on this diet. I'm not. If I am hungry, it literally means I need to eat now. It's time to eat my food, or it's time to take my drops. All right. If you have any questions about these in particular, you can put them down below. Let me just add. When I bought this one, I didn't go online and buy one, get one free, because I was thinking I literally am only going to do one round of this. And then I wanted to just stick with OMAD and see how that goes. So I didn't do the buy one, get one free. I could have. If you go to the site that I put down below, buy one, get one free, the good thing about it is it does have free shipping. Now, I found an individual bottle on Amazon of this, and it was the same price as if I bought, it was like $35 for one bottle. I have Amazon Prime right now, so shipping was free. It wasn't free shipping online. So your best bet is to buy a bottle, get a bottle for free, and get the free shipping, rather than paying whatever the shipping price was for it. So just a little reminder. But if you have Amazon Prime and you literally just want one bottle, you can just do an Amazon search. I don't remember what site I found it on. I just did a search, and a lot of different people were selling them, or links. It was under BioSource. I think it was actual BioSource Lab site, but I can't guarantee it. Anyway, that's a possibility for you as well. All right. Very excited for my weight loss. Every time I see 3 days in a row, I lost minus 1.9, minus 0.9, minus 1.5. Okay, so I gained 0.9 also at one point. So really, it's a net loss of 3.5 pounds, not 4.5 pounds. But 3.5 pounds in 3 days is still something to be excited about. And I'm happy about that. Every time I see that, then I get really nervous about the next day. But I'm going to try to stick on the plan and let you know how things are going, and when I switch and put something different in my diet and how that affects me, which is going to happen this weekend. Today's Thursday. So maybe tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. In the next 3 days at some point, I'll be cooking up a bunch of bacon, and I'll probably have myself a bacon and honey mustard salad. My bacon, lettuce, and tomato salad, but I don't think I have any tomatoes in the house. So it'll be bacon, lettuce, and tomato salad without the tomatoes. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.